Are you trying to do a North Carolina court case lookup, but you just keep hitting paywalls, confusing websites, or absolute dead ends? Yeah, stop right there. Today, I'm going to save you hours of endless frustration. Plus, I'll keep you from falling for those ridiculous public record scams. We're diving into exactly how to search Raleigh court records quickly, efficiently, and totally for free, using the actual, official government systems.
But right up front, a super quick note. This explainer is for informational and educational purposes only. Obviously, court record availability varies, and some stuff might be restricted or sealed. So this isn't legal advice. Always, always verify any information you find through official government sources.
Okay, let's get right into it. Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to decode the public record maze, break down the types of courts in Raleigh, jump into a step-by-step online search tutorial, uncover some really common mistakes, navigate federal and historical records, and finish up with some pro tips for searching like an absolute professional.
All right, Section 1, the public record maze and how to navigate Raleigh's information silos. Most people don't know this, but when you're searching for Wake County public records, the info isn't just sitting in one giant filing cabinet. No way. Court records, recent arrest records, and property deeds, they live in entirely different government silos. If you don't know which silo holds the exact document you need, you're going to be searching in the dark forever. But the good news is, under North Carolina General Statute 132-1, public records encompass basically all documents made or received by government agencies. That means you have a legal right to view a massive amount of info, from criminal case dispositions to civil lawsuit filings, mostly for free or for practically nothing.
Before you start clicking around, though, here's your first massive mistake warning. If you just type "search court records online" into a search engine, you're going to get bombarded by dozens of third-party data brokers begging for your credit card. Don't get scammed. You can access these exact same records using the official free state databases. Always stick to the official portals provided by the North Carolina Judicial Branch.
Moving on to Section 2, types of Raleigh courts and understanding the judicial hierarchy. See, Raleigh operates under a unified state court system managed by the North Carolina Administrative Office of the Courts. To find what you need, you first have to know which court actually handled the case. Raleigh basically has two primary trial courts. District Court handles the lower level stuff, civil cases under 25 grand, traffic tickets, small claims, divorces. Then you have Superior Court. That handles the heavy hitters, serious felony criminal cases, and massive civil litigation over 25 grand. So if you're looking up Raleigh civil court records for, say, a $5,000 contract dispute, you look in District Court. Hunting for major Raleigh criminal records, you got to look in Superior Court.
And here's a surprising fact for you. The North Carolina judicial system handles over 2 million cases annually. 2 million! That includes hundreds of thousands of traffic infractions and civil disputes. With a volume that massive, it makes total sense why navigating the Wake County clerk system feels so overwhelming if you don't know the exact steps.
Which brings us to Section 3, our step-by-step online search tutorial for mastering the eCourts portal. The state recently switched from a clunky old legacy system to a modernized, cloud-based platform called the eCourts portal. This is exactly where your Raleigh case search begins. Here's how you do it. Step 1, navigate to the official NC eCourts portal online. Step 2, click on the Smart Search function. This is basically your universal entry point. Step 3, enter the name of the person or business you're looking for. And Step 4, make sure you filter the location specifically to Wake County, otherwise you're going to pull up records from literally the other end of the state.
Now, the absolute crucial point here is getting your search parameters right. Here's a huge pro tip. The eCourts portal is incredibly strict about name formatting. Always, and I mean always, use the exact last name, first name format. If you just type in John Smith, the system is probably going to throw an error. You have to type Smith John. You can also narrow things down by a specific case number, a citation number, or even a filing date.
All right, Section 4. Let's talk about mistakes, sealed records, and those frustrating common roadblocks.
Here's where many users get totally confused. What happens if you do everything perfectly but you still can't find the record? Let's look at the roadblocks. Here is your second mistake warning. One of the biggest time wasters is searching in the wrong county venue. A case is usually filed where the defendant actually lives or where the incident occurred. Another huge mistake, looking for automatically expunged records. Under North Carolina law, certain dismissed charges are automatically wiped from the system. The court literally does not have them anymore, so you won't find them.
You also have to consider that not everything is public. Here's another surprising fact.
In North Carolina, juvenile records and adoption cases are strictly sealed by law to protect privacy. They are completely hidden from public access on the eCourts portal. So if you're searching for a juvenile case to the system, it looks like it just doesn't exist.
Now for Section 5, Federal and Historical Records and going beyond the state eCourts system.
You might be wondering, what if the case crossed state lines? Or what if you're doing genealogical research and need something from, like, 1850? Well, the state eCourt system won't help you there. You need to know these two distinct systems. Dealing with federal crimes, interstate lawsuits, or bankruptcy cases in Raleigh, you have to use the federal PACER system for the Eastern District of North Carolina. But if you're looking for ancient historical documents like really old retired court minutes, those have all been moved to the State Archives of North Carolina.
Notice how the timeline of a record dictates exactly where it lives. If you're searching for a modern digital arrest record from, say, 2010, you'd head to the Wake County Bureau of Forensic Services online portal. But if you want a real estate deed from 1785 or a court bond from 1772, you won't find those anywhere near the modern courthouse. You have to search the state archives.
But hey, be careful, because stepping outside the state system can definitely cost you. Here's a third surprising fact. While simply viewing state eCourts data online is free, the federal PACER system actually charges a fee per page. And if you need a specialized record search from the federal bankruptcy court in Raleigh, they hit you with a strict $30 search fee per name. Transparency isn't always free, guys.
Finally, Section 6, Pro Tips and Warnings. Let's get you searching like a professional.
Coming up, the one trick to unlock deeper access. We've covered a ton of ground, but to ensure you don't miss critical info, use these elevated tricks. Pro tip number 2. If you're a bar-licensed attorney or an authorized government employee, don't just use the regular public portal. Submit Form AOC-A-264 to the North Carolina Clerk of Court to get elevated access for way deeper document visibility. Pro tip number 3. Know your silos. If you just want a recent mugshot or arrest detail, skip the courts entirely and use the Bureau of Forensic Services. Looking up a property lien? Don't search the courts, search the Wake County Register of Deeds Consolidated Real Property Index.
And here is your final, most important mistake warning. Never, ever assume that an empty eCourt search means a person has a spotless background. Why? Because the record could be from another county, it could be a federal case, or it might be a super recent arrest that just hasn't made it to court yet. For a true comprehensive background check, you absolutely must verify across multiple databases, including official NC State Bureau of Investigation checks.
As we wrap up this explainer, I do need to remind you once more. This is strictly for informational and educational purposes, definitely not legal advice. The availability of Wake County Court records varies, systems update daily, and some records are legally restricted. Always do your due diligence and verify everything through official North Carolina government sources.
So public records are this incredible, powerful tool for transparency. They hold our legal systems accountable and help protect you, but only if you actually know how to navigate the maze to find them. So, are you ready to start your official Wake County record search? If this explainer saved you some serious time today, please hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, leave a comment if you have any questions at all, share this with anyone trying to navigate the legal system, and definitely save this explainer for the next time you need to do a North Carolina court case lookup. Thanks so much for watching and happy searching!